Did you know that 500 banks have failed since 2009? And in the last 5 days, 3 banks have failed. And those 3 banks had assets of more than $350 billion. Now, stay with me in this video so I can explain to you why that's important to you. If you have a 401k, a 403b, if you've got a retirement fund, if you've got a mutual fund, an index fund, if you've got a bank account, you need to listen to this video and find out why this information is important to you, because it could impact you. I'm going to also go through and tell you why some people just get privileged. They just get privileged. They get the information. They can get in and out of these different positions and unscathed with all of their money. It's so unfair, but you need to know. I went down to the bank today. I just forgot it was Sunday. I was just trying to get my money. I did get me some mattress money out of the ATM. I got me some mattress money, and I just put some to the side because I'm concerned. Monday, March 13th, we're going to have another bank run probably. So before I get started, my name is Ida. I'm your crypto teacher. I normally talk about crypto because crypto is an alternative to our current fiat system. All right, so if you need to know what that is, just watch my videos. I got a video that explains everything to you. So first of all, let me tell you what a bank run is. A bank run is when a bank has a majority or a lot of their customers who show up at their front door and they try to make withdrawals. Now, if you know anything about banks, the money that you deposit, they loan out. They give you 0 to a very small amount of interest on your money that you leave in the bank. They loan out your money. So guess what? They don't have it. People go to the bank if they think a bank may be having problems because they want to get their money before the bank runs out of money. Now, the FDIC, they insure deposits up to $250,000 per account. So if you have more than $250,000 in your account, you're going to lose your money, okay? So with a bank run, people are trying to get their money out, and the more people that try to get their money out, the more people that try to get their money out. And so the bank becomes insolvent because people are trying to get their money out. So let's go ahead and dig into these bank failures, 3 in the last 5 days. And this is important to you because I'm going to give you an assignment at the end of this video so that you can check out your finances and make sure that your money is safe and protected. But guys, we just got to pay attention. These bankers, they are greedy, greedy, greedy. They are greedy. And in this video, I'm going to show you evidence of how they are maintaining their riches while the little guys like us, the retail investors, we're losing our money with the investments. All right, so first, let's take a look at Silicon Valley Bank. So Silicon Valley Bank, they went under. They went under, and but before they went under, they made sure that they got their money out the deal. All right, so here is Silicon Valley Bank. They have branches in California and I believe Massachusetts. So a couple of days ago, they actually they had to close down. They could not give people their money. People were lined up around the corner trying to get their money, and they could not get their money from Silicon Valley Bank. And what Silicon Valley Bank, what they did with the money, it was a couple things that was kind of complex in terms of the investments they made, but they put a lot of capital behind startup businesses. So they loaned a lot of money to a lot of different venture capitalists, okay? So now they are under. Now, let's first take a look here at these 3 banks. So Slivergate Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, and Signature Bank just happened today while I was making this video. I was like, how'd they pop up? March 12th, Signature Bank just failed. They just gave notification. So that is like breaking news, okay? Now, I'm going to dig a little bit more in there and tell you why that's important information for you to know. But let's take a look. We can go all the way back. Look at this. Back in 2022, no banks failed. In 2021, no banks failed. In 2020, Look at these banks that failed. 4 banks failed. In 2019, 4 banks failed. And you can just see this information. In 2017, eight banks failed. In 2014, 18 banks failed. In 2013, 24 banks failed. So you can see, and if you look at this list right here, let me just slow it down. You can see a lot of times what happens when these banks fail, they are acquired by another bank. So when other banks acquire them, sometimes they pick up their liabilities. Sometimes they pick up partial liabilities. Sometimes people get their money out the bank. Sometimes they don't. Okay, so that's just how it works. And you can see that a lot of these banks have been picked up by larger banks, but there's a ton of bank failures. And now we're looking at these 3. Now, I want to talk about, let's dig into these 3 for these that just happened. So first, and this is what makes me mad about banks. And this is why we got to pay attention. And this is why I'm going to give you an assignment at the end of the video. So just stay with me. Let me get you the important information in your hands first that you need to make decisions. So let's take a look at Silicon Valley Bank. Now, Silicon Valley Bank, about 80% of their depositors had less than $250,000. Okay. But before the bank went under, look at what the executives at Silicon Valley Bank did. Just a couple of weeks before the bank went under, the CFO, his name is Daniel Beck, he sold $575,000 of their stock because the stock plummeted. Before the stock plummeted from over $500 to just pennies on a dollar now, he sold 2,000 shares of stock. The CEO, he sold 12,451 shares of stock, totaling over $3.5 million. And then the CMO, Michelle Draper, that's the Chief Marketing Officer, she sold stock and made over $292,000. So hold on to that, because I'm going to tell you all why that information is important. Because I'm going to tell you how that relates to your pension or your retirement or your mutual fund or index fund or 401k. I'm going to tell you how that relates to you. But look at there. So they knew a week or so before the bank went under, they were able to walk away with substantial amounts of money. I don't like it because they knew it was coming. Okay, so all these people wrapped around the corner trying to get their money, can't pay their bills, Etsy, Roku, Roblox, they can't get their money out the bank. It's not right. Okay, so take a look. Here are the Silicon Valley shares. Look at their stock. So their stock back in March 28th, about a year ago, Silicon Valley's stock was selling for about $600 per share. Now, today, it's about $106, but by tomorrow, it'll probably be zero or close to zero. But these executives at the company were able to sell their stock for an astronomical amount of money before the crash and walk away with money. That's crazy to me. All right, so now let's keep going. I want to now talk about, let's take a look at Slivergate. Slivergate, same thing. With Slivergate, their stock price was about a year ago about $150 per share, and today it's only $2.52 per share. So here's what I need you to understand, and this is why I want you all to pay attention. Here's the deal. So the stock price is only $2.52 a share from $150. If your retirement fund or 401k or 403b or your pension fund, many of them buy shares in these companies. So even if the depositors get their money back, The stock price itself is still suppressed and you've lost your money. So here is Silvergate stock from $150 to $2.50. Silicon Valley from $600 to $100 per share. Your portfolio has taken a substantial loss, whether the depositors get their money back or not. So what you're going to do, you're going to take a look at your investments and you're going to see, is your 401k or 403b, your retirement fund, your pension or mutual or index funds, are they invested in these banks? You need to know who they're invested in so that you can make decisions about your investments, your wealth, your financial future. All right, now, I'm really getting ready to blow y'all mind and tell y'all, I just got to tell you all about this guy, Peter Thiel. This guy, Peter Thiel, you just got to, y'all got to understand this. This has got to be the luckiest man in the world. Peter Thiel, this man, first of all, how he made his billions with the B. Peter Thiel, he was one of the co-founders of PayPal. And he put $2,000 into an IRA account. And I love it. I am not throwing shade. He's brilliant. I have a Roth IRA because I hope the same thing happens to me that happened to Peter. Okay, I want that same kind of luck. He put $2,000 into his Roth IRA. In a Roth IRA, your money grows tax-free. So any money that you make in that Roth IRA, it grows tax-free. How about that $2,000 2 decades later is worth $5 billion with a B? It's worth $5 billion. He's a smart man. I'm giving him credit. That's what he did. But here's the thing that I think is kind of fishy. So that's Peter Thiel. Check this out. He was down at the Bitcoin crypto conference last year telling people to buy Bitcoin. Why, he bought Bitcoin for under $1,000. So he was at the Bitcoin conference, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the currency of the future. And guess what he was doing? He was selling it. He was selling his Bitcoin while he was telling people to buy Bitcoin. He sold all of it, not some of it, not half of it, not 1/3 of it. So he's telling us Bitcoin is the future. Make sure you buy it, and he's selling it. So do you all kind of see how these bankers work, these rich people? And I don't have anything against anybody that's rich. I'm just saying, look at how they're playing the game. So we've got to open our eyes, get strategic, and if we want to get a real piece of the rock, we got to change how we're doing things. So Peter, I'm not mad at him. He sold the top. So Bitcoin crashed, of course, but Peter Thiel sold all of his Bitcoin and he was out, and it made him even more billions. Another thing, look at what he did with Silicon Valley Bank. Is this not a coincidence? He's lucky. Peter Thiel, 2 days before Silicon Valley Bank crashed, 2 days, he got all of his money out of the bank. You know he had more than $250,000 in the bank. He got all of his money out the bank and told all his friends to get their money out of the bank. So their money is protected. So Peter Thiel, hats off to Peter. He's in the right place at the right time. The man is just lucky. Sold his Bitcoin before the Bitcoin crash. So got all of his money out of Silicon Valley Bank before it crashed and went to zero. I'd like to know if he had any stocks or shares in Silicon Valley. And I wonder if he sold that. Now, with his Roth IRA move, that was just smart. If you don't have a Roth IRA, you probably ought to get one. Okay, I've got a crypto Roth IRA, and I'm hoping to pull a Peter Thiel. So there we go. Now, so he just cashed out at the top. And not only him, there are some other executives in Silvergate. They cashed out as well for $103 million as Bitcoin peaked, because Silvergate had a lot of connections to the crypto market. So when the crypto market went up and peaked in 2021, they took advantage and sold a lot of their stocks, a lot of their shares, and they were able to capitalize off of the rise of crypto. And also, let's take one final look at Silicon Valley. I already told you all this, that look at this, how these people just made money. All right, so there you go. So if you have money, if you've got money in a 401k, 403b, a pension, a retirement, a mutual fund, an index fund, look at your paperwork, look at your accounts. What are they invested in? Because remember this, these people who are investing, they get paid and get money whether we make money or not. That is why I've taken the responsibility for my own investments, my own financial wealth for the future. I'm taking control. That's why you need to learn about not only crypto, traditional stocks, traditional investments, so that you can make decisions that work for you. Because these people, they don't care if we make money or lose money. They're going to get paid whether we make money or lose money. My asset manager for my account, they made money last year and I lost money in my account. My portfolio was down a lot. Everything is down a lot. My 401k down a lot. My 403b down a lot. My stock account down a lot. My crypto down a lot. But their accounts are up because they get paid whether we make money or not. So you've got to know what's going on and understand these markets. Now, one final thing. The crypto market is back over $1 trillion, and that's a good thing, but don't be suckered in. Don't get pulled in. The market is not stable. Inflation is still up. Interest rates are up. CPI is coming out on Tuesday. Do not FOMO into any of these projects. It's not worth it. Not right now. This is not financial advice, but you do need to learn and understand about investments. You can't work yourself into wealth. I'm going to say that again. You cannot work yourself into wealth. Okay. So I just want to give you all the information about these banks because this is crazy. I mean, they are dropping like flies. They really are. 3 banks failing in 5 days. That's major. That is major. So make sure you are doing your homework. My name is Ida. I'm your crypto teacher. If you've learned something or if you've gotten value from this video, please subscribe. Please click on like and please click on subscribe. Do your homework. Look over your investment information and see where your money is allocated, where it's going. Take it step by step. Learn how to invest and make decisions for yourself, because most of us make decisions better than these asset managers. All right, that's all I have. My name is Ida. Until next time, I am out.